Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for today, this one's going to be doing another Let's Chit Chat video. We are back with the Sunday Let's Chit Chat videos, of course, because we did just have the finale of Daryl Dixon last week, and so now the Let's Chit Chats are back on Sundays. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the 7 weeks of Daryl Dixon. Walking Dead universe is pretty much a wrap this year, I'm pretty sure, unless we get anything minor or any minor updates on stuff, but for the most part, that's it for the Walking Dead reviews and, stuff like that. But far from over from the Walking Dead content. Y'all already know I'm gonna have Walking Dead videos all the damn time. So, but that's just one thing. I want to go into a bunch of things. There's a bunch of little pieces of news that came out that I also want to cover in this one. And, well, in particular, y'all, this is the week I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for. This is the return of World Gone Mad this week, this Friday, this Halloween. We are back with World Gone Mad Season 5. We'll be discussing that as we go along here. Gonna be a crazy week. So, getting things started with The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, and really just the Walking Dead franchise in general. There's gonna be a Q&A for Daryl Dixon, of course, this week. We're gonna keep those weekly Q&As going, so definitely if you have any Q&A comments or questions, definitely post those down below. We'll be doing Q&As every single week for the Walking Dead universe moving forward. I also have more discussion videos for Daryl Dixon Season 3 after that episode, after the finale that I want to discuss this week. There's going to be a lot of Daryl Dixon content, a lot of Walking Dead universe content coming up this week, so definitely stay tuned for all that Walking Dead stuff. I've had a lot of people saying that they want me to break down some of the Daryl flashbacks, so I intend to do a video about that as well, and, just a few other, pieces of, knowledge that I might kind of share out there to you guys on a few other, Walking Dead discussion videos. If you have any Walking Dead video suggestions, definitely let me know down below, because we are now in a break time for Walking Dead, and to be honest, I think we might be in this kind of position for a while, because I think they're still filming Daryl Dixon, and they're still filming Dead City, and there hasn't been any footage released for either one, so, it really just seems to be like we're on, like, a massive, hiatus until probably maybe middle of next year even potentially, so we're going to be off Walking Dead for a bit. So I definitely have Walking Dead videos I plan to do during the break to kind of fill that void. There is actually a Walking Dead related thing I'm going to be doing with the channel probably in about a month or so once the break kind of gets a little bit more tedious. I'm going to be bringing something in for y'all that I think y'all find very interesting. So but that's going to come later. That's not right now, but that is something I'm planning right now during the break for the Walking Dead universe. So that's the Walking Dead content side of things. Now we also just had the wrap-up of Gen V this week with the Season 2 finale, which very much felt like a series finale in some areas. I know that was kind of a mixed finale. Some people didn't like the end of Gen V Season 2, some people did. I thought it was great. Honestly, I fully did. I thought it was a fantastic episode. Was it like the ideal finale? No, not really, but it was a really, really good episode, and I liked how they kind of started to merge things, you know what I mean? I thought that was a really good episode, and I enjoyed Gen V Season 2. I genuinely did. I know there was a lot of hate going on for it. It's funny, there was a lot of hate going on for Season 1, or there wasn't hate for Season 1. Everybody loved Season 1, and I didn't. And then this season I've loved, but a lot of people haven't liked it. So it's been a mix, you know what I mean? I think Season 2 is far superior to Season 1. I don't even think it's kind of close. I think Season 2 is way better. I think the storylines are better, the writing is better. The villains are better. I just think overall Season 2, it just cooked more, honestly, in my opinion. I felt like it had more of a style to it, more of a deep, dark kind of tone to it that I really enjoyed. And I thoroughly enjoyed the wrap-up of Gen V. I really did. I thought it was great. Whether we get another season sounds like it's up in the air, but I very much enjoyed it. Now, obviously, we also have some massive shows kind of going to be going on this week because we're getting into a lot of gaming content now. In terms of what you can kind of expect coming up on the channel this week in terms of reviews, this is kind of what you can expect, which is a bit of a different lineup than usual. We're going to have, later today, I'm actually releasing a review. You can check out later today, Miles Morales, the Spider-Man game. This is the next one in our installment of reviews for the Spider-Man Insomniac Games trilogy that we are covering. We will be covering Miles Morales later today. The review is already filmed, so you can check that out if you're a fan of Marvel or Spider-Man. That'll be coming out later today. Really been enjoying the Insomniac games. I've been going through them, and they've been a lot of fun, so definitely enjoying those. For sure. And then obviously later on this week, we're also going to have Dispatch episode 3 and 4 that we're going to be discussing on the channel. Dispatch is a new series that we just started on the channel, and I'm really digging it. It's a really, really fun series. It's a fun superhero, a Telltale style series made by Ad Hoc, who is producing it, who does have producers and people that were part of Telltale's team. So it is a similar style of game as a Telltale video game. So that's why it's very choice-based and, stuff like that. But yeah, Ad Hoc, I think, has a massive hit on their hands. I really do. I think episode 3 and 4 will probably be fantastic, I have a feeling. And the first 2 episodes are really good. So we're going to be keeping up with that over the next 3 weeks. So you're going to be getting Miles Morales review probably later today. And then as long as I can get that up for you guys in time. And then if not, it'll be tomorrow. And then on, I think it's Wednesday, we'll be covering the Ad Hoc, I almost keep wanting to say Insomniac because I'm playing the Spider-Man games right now. Spider-Man review will be later today for Miles Morales, and then Wednesday we're going to have a review for Dispatch for that series. And that'll be that. Now, it's, we're also going to be getting into a few more Lost reviews. I meant to do them this week, but admittedly, there's been so many things wrapping up, like the Daryl finale, the Gen V finale, Dispatch came out, World Gone Mad stuff's been going on, so I kind of had that one on the back burner, you know what I mean? We also did the Spider-Man review this week, so I got that one done as well. But this week, I do have a kind of a minor challenge for myself. I'm going to try to wrap up Lost Season 3. We've got 3 episodes to cover. Kind of 2 if you think about it, because the last 2 are like one big episode. So those reviews will come out together. I'm putting out episode 21 on Tuesday, and I'm going to be putting out episodes 22 and 23 probably on Thursday, Friday-ish, and then that'll be it for Lost Season 3. Finally, because I know this one's taking a little bit longer than expected. So that is kind of the lineup for reviews y'all can expect this week is Miles Morales later today. Then we're going to be doing Lost episode 21 on Tuesday. We're going to have Wednesday for Dispatch and Lost again on Thursday, and then probably wrapping it up with either another game review later this week or something like that. There is Ghost of Yote, which I might squeeze in this week. I'm not 100% sure. That one, it's kind of up in the air. It's all dependent on when I finish it this week and then, seeing how that kind of all, plays out. I have a lot of things to say about Ghost of Yote. I have a lot of things to go into, so I definitely will be kind of sharing my thoughts on Ghost of Yote when that comes out. I haven't actually seen many reviews for Ghost of Yote. It's kind of insane. I thought I would, but, not many people are reviewing it, so I don't know. Maybe it's just, people just lost interest. Maybe the game isn't for them. I don't know. We'll be discussing that this week, though, because I have a lot of thoughts on Yote, so I'll probably squeeze that one in, because I do have some thoughts, and I'm almost done the game, so there's a very big likelihood that you'll see a Yote review this week. That's the idea. That is the plan there. Again, squeezing in some Walking Dead videos in between all those, of course, some Q&A videos, Walking Dead discussion videos, Daryl Dixon videos, probably on the daily, you know what I'm saying, kind of squeezing those in while we do some of these reviews for some of these games, and Lost reviews continuing, stuff like that. So that is the plan there. Now, I wanted to discuss something else minorly. There was an announcement this week, and I didn't really think about doing a whole video on it just because I was like, I don't know if it's big enough to do a video on, but a lot of people are upset because apparently they're doing a Prison Break reboot, which we reviewed Prison Break earlier this year on the channel, and obviously that series was a lot of fun. We covered all 5 seasons. 4 seasons. Anyway, it was a really, really fun series to review. I really enjoyed it. Michael Scofield and everybody. The cast, the characters was just awesome, honestly. Really good show, really good series. But now they're apparently doing a reboot of some kind. Apparently it's going to be on Disney. Apparently it's going to be led, by some new actors completely. I think it's a female lead for this one as well. I'm not 100% sure her name, but I've been hearing stuff about it. I might still report on it and go into the finer details in its own video. I might still do that, but kind of just to minorly mention it here in the Let's Chitchat video, I am aware of the reboot. I know a lot of people are upset about the idea because they don't want more Prison Break and they don't want a reboot of Prison Break and stuff like that. A lot of TV shows and a lot of classic TV shows are getting reboots these days, unfortunately. Most of them do not turn out good, but there is the occasional one that does. So, again, I'm going to try this reboot. There's no guarantees for me on this one, to be honest, because it's a new cast of characters. And I know they've said, okay, maybe we could get cameos from, some of the, beloved characters from Prison Break. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, I'm 50-50 with that show right now. I'm going to try it for sure. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. but I think it's definitely just a moneymaker by the sounds of it. But again, I could be wrong about that, you know what I mean? So I think if the show is great and if the show is fantastic, then that's, good job. So Prison Break for me right now is like, it's one of them ones where I'm kind of good where it left. I don't need any more of it, to be fully honest with you. But if we're getting more, then, I'll see what it is. But if I don't like it, I'll probably say to hell with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the vibe there. But anyway, that's the vibe with Prison Break and the idea of a reboot. Let me know your thoughts on the idea of a Prison Break reboot. I'm not really sure what to think about it, to be honest. But now let's talk about the big thing. World Gone Mad Season 5. We are back this week. We are back this week with World Gone Mad Season 5. I have been waiting for almost a damn near year's time to show you guys the beginning of this season. It has taken me so long to get these episodes done, and you're going to see that in the presentation when you see these episodes come out over the next 4 weeks. This is genuinely some of the most insane production we've had on the show. I'm not just saying that because it's a new season. No, I genuinely mean it. I mean, you guys have seen how long it's taken me. This whole year, I've been working on these episodes, and we're only now getting into Volume 2. I'm only starting to get into Volume 2 here, coming up. This season has genuinely had so much in it. There's been so many things going on, and it's been such a roller coaster of stuff. I've been working very hard with my co-writer, Matt, to make sure that these, episodes come out good and that we're satisfied with the way that they kind of play out and all the knowledge you're going to get. I mean, there's so many things that you get in these episodes. There's so many deep character moments. There's so many big, action pieces that we've never seen before, different locations that we've never seen before. There's so many different, ways of telling the story. We play with some visual storytelling this season that I think is going to be very interesting. We're bringing in voice acting from different people this season. I have J.K. Knight, who's going to be joining the cast of World Gone Mad to play a fan favorite character that I'm sure a lot of people are going to be enjoying as we bring him in. And it's going to genuinely just be such a fun time. This season's been a blast to work on. It's been a really just big production, and I could not be more proud of not only just, the work that I've done on it, but in particular, everybody involved, because it's a big team effort, and, there's a lot of people that have worked on this season. There's people that have watched the season, there's people that have gotten early screeners. This season genuinely has been an unbelievable pleasure for me, honestly. It really has. And the season is just getting started this year. It's spilling into next year big time. So you're going to be getting a lot of Season 5. That's the one thing I've mentioned and I made very clear. This is just the beginning of a massive journey this year. So, all I can say is, after a year of work, after a year of, blood, sweat, and tears, this season is finally coming out to y'all. And I'm very happy about that. And y'all are going to see the storyline that you guys have been probably the most curious about. I've had a lot of questions about it over the last, I'd say roughly 2 years. Dan, what is Ziltramite? What is going on? What is this place about? Well, I'm finally going to show that to y'all. And it's insane, honestly. It's not anything you're going to be expecting. It's the most unique, different storyline we've ever done. I would say that without a shadow of a doubt. It's a very, very different storyline, and it's very, just crazy, man, honestly. It's an absolutely insane arc. And again, this season works in many different ways. We work with time this season, which is something very different for me. We really do a lot of different how, do things play out type of situations. And it's a very, just mystery box focused season. That's the best way I could put it. You're constantly going to be asking questions, and you're constantly going to get answers while getting more questions. That's the way I could put it to y'all. You're never going to stop asking questions. That's the best way I'll put it, and that's what you're supposed to do this season. You're supposed to be curious, and that's the best way I'll put it. That's how we've written the season. That's how it's all worked out. We want to make it intriguing for people to keep clicking on that next episode, even if you don't have the luxury to do that because we're only giving you one a week. For those that binge or catch up on the show later, they'll have that luxury. But some people, they're going to have to wait a week, you know what I'm saying? And there's going to be some brutal cliffhangers there, I'm not going to lie to you. But that's what I love doing. That's what I love doing, and those who watch World Gone Mad, you already know, we like to leave things in cruel notes, and this season is no exception to that rule, I'll put it that way. It's a season of emotion, it's a season of love and anger, lots of anger. It's a season of time and family and just overall a crazy uplift for these characters. That's genuinely the best way I'll put it. So, I thank you all for waiting as long as you have, being as patient as long as you have, and we're finally at that moment where I can say, this week, we are back with World Gone Mad. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. An hour and 37 minutes we're coming back with. We're coming back with a damn movie. That's the best way I put it. So, this one, all I can say about this week's episode, because obviously it's, there's going to be a lot of stuff going down. All I can say about the premiere this week, I'll put it to you this simply. It is not going to be what you expect. And it is going to be playing with a lot of different timelines. That's the best way I put it. And it is our biggest premiere we've ever done, without a shadow of a doubt. And I'll put it this way, it's Haley focused. It's massively Haley focused. That is the best way I could put it. It's Haley focused. There's a lot going down with her, obviously with Billy, with everything going down. We're going to see everything that goes on with her and everything that she kind of goes through and, hopefully survives. And that's the best way I'll put it. So, I do want to share a exclusive clip. We brought a clip for the premiere that you will be seeing this Friday, but here is a special look at episode 1 right now. Check it out. She then looks panicked as she turns around and sees people looking at her through a bulletproof mirror as she says, "Hey, who are you? What is this place?" One of them says, "You are being kept here until the leader is ready to proceed." Haley says, "Proceed? You took my son. You bring him to me right now." The person says, "We'll answer our questions and you'll be sure to see him again." Haley looks scared and says, "You have my people. I saw them." "What are you people?" The person looks back and says something to someone on a radio, and Haley then stands there, wondering what they said to each other. As the person says, "The leader will speak with you first. If you win him over, you'll get to see your son again." Haley looks desperate and says, "Okay, so who leads you people?" We see Haley walking out of the room with 2 guards as we see her walking past a few guards in the hall. Oh, so, where is she at, right? Good question. She's being questioned, right? So, who knows? Who knows who the hell these people are? All I can really say is that she is in a location where she probably did not expect to be. And she's being taken to somewhere that she probably didn't expect to be. Again, this is a very different premiere than anything we've ever witnessed. It's not a premiere I think anybody has ever expected. And it's a very different way we start this season than per usual, is the best way I'll kind of say it. Very Haley focused, very focused on the West family this episode to start the season off in style. And this episode, like I said, best way I'll put it, it's not going to be what everybody thinks. That's the best way I'll put it. It is not how you think the season would start. So, there you go. But yeah, there y'all go. There y'all go. Season 5, the season I know y'all been asking for. I know people have been wanting this season. We are finally at that point where I can say this Friday, World Gone Mad is back, baby. Let's frickin' go. And before I close it out, of course, I want to share some images, some posters as per usual. You're going to be getting a few of these as the week goes on, as a matter of fact. We're going to get started here with a poster with Rivers. Rivers is one of the main ones this week. All I can say about Rivers is she is going to be in a very interesting place. We pick up with her in a very different spot from where we left season 4. And we're going to be exploring, how loyal she is to Tom. Obviously, they've built a close bond, but obviously, they're not really together, right? So it's kind of a tough situation. So we're going to have to see how that kind of ends up and where she goes, right? So that's going to be a very, very interesting situation. And then secondly, we have Colin and Rebecca, who are some new additions that just joined in this previous season. We're going to be exploring some of their characters and a little bit more of what they're about. All we know is that Colin's a good shot, and we know that Rebecca is very loyal to him. So all I can say is we're going to see a lot of them. We're going to see a lot of what they're doing. And obviously the city of Ziltramite is going to be one thing that we're going to be exploring this season as we go into the city for the very first time. How do things kind of go? How do our characters, kind of adjust to this this way of life. You know what I mean? Can they adjust? That's the big question. Can they even adjust? We'll have to see as we kind of proceed. So there y'all go, y'all. Insane. I can't believe I'm here. I feel like I've been in production for a whole year, leading to just it's something that's never gonna come out. So honestly, it gives me great pleasure to put this out to y'all, and I know there's gonna be people that are gonna be reviewing this. I know there's going to be people that are going to be reacting to this. Feel free. Absolutely. Feel free to review and give your reactions, your thoughts, everything. I cannot wait to hear from everybody. That's going to be an awesome, awesome release here later this week. And just in time for the spooky season, Halloween. A lot of y'all predicted the release date. I saw a few of y'all. Y'all should know me by now. I love releasing on Halloween. It's just such a different time to do things, and it's such a fun time, especially for the type of series you're watching. I think it's definitely a fun series to release that on. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Post your comments down below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, be sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.